Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to address something in today's video, and because something very unfortunate happened yesterday, which saddened me really. And although I'm not going to talk about the particular thing, because I'd rather speak about what happened rather than who. Because I feel that that's improper. But I was introduced to somebody by somebody who I deeply respect and love. And so I reached out to this person because I don't just collect names and contacts. I actually like to build communities. And so I sent a really lovely message, I thought, like, hi, how are you? Hope you're well, loving the work that you're doing and how you're showing up in the world, and how fabulous that we're connected by this woman. She's incredible. And I sent it via a voice note because I prefer voice notes. I prefer people to hear the energy and the joy in my voice, rather than just writing something which can be misconstrued, especially with somebody like myself who studies a lot of culture, travels around a lot, and I meet people from very different high and low context cultures. And then I made a comment and said, and I'd noticed that, you've got a couple of spelling mistakes in your LinkedIn profile. I'll just highlight those for you because, the work that she does is really important that she gets her branding right. Well, it is for all of us. And so I did that. What I then noticed was the initial voice note hadn't gone through. And then I left another voice note. I said, I am so sorry, you're going to get that bloody message, didn't go through. Here is a summary of what I said. But like I said, I hope that you're well. Really would love to connect with you. Think what you're doing is incredible. Let me know if you want to have a cup of tea. And oh my goodness, the response I got was so shocking. I was like, huh? What? And I was like, okay, how did this go so wrong? And what has happened is we've all got to a point where none of us a lot of people, they don't like having feedback, or they don't like people pointing out things. Now, I had done this with the purest of heart, helping one woman, and I've written lots of articles in my lifetime and books and posts, etc. And I've had journalists and other people say, oh, Dawn, you've spelt this wrong. Or you've got an apostrophe in the wrong place. I've gone, oh, thank you so much. I've gone in and edited it and updated it. And I'm grateful for people wanting to help me show myself in the best possible way. Now, I know that not everybody does that. I know that not everybody loves feedback. But what it showed for me was the wounds that's deeply embedded in this woman. We've all got them. There are some things that happen that trigger the bejesus out of me. Is that politically correct? Bejesus? It's just a word. Again. And whilst some of us are really grateful for feedback and insights and wanting to be the very best version of self, some people can get really triggered by it. And this lady had written a post being really I was like, oh my God, I would expect that from a child in a playground. And then it made me look at my own behaviour. Okay, how have I attracted this woman? How have I landed with this woman? How is what I did and how I behaved and anything I said, how could I have done that differently, if at all? And when I look back at it, I'm like, well, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm sorry that it landed with her in that way. I'm sorry that she was so triggered that she had to respond so passive aggressively and negatively, especially with the work that she does. But one of the things that I always say to my boys is, if you can think of 7 reasons why somebody would behave in a way, think of 7 more. And if you can think of those 7, think of another 7, and keep going until you run out of reasons why someone would be acting in that way. Because there is always stuff that we don't know. Now, I got that from the Quran, that teaching of always thinking of 7, and then 7 more, and then 7 more. And always understanding that there's so much more going on in people's lives than we could ever comprehend. And I said to it, I'm really, really wishing you the very best of health, success and happiness. And, but for me, good people help other people. Whether it's helping them across the road with their shopping, or whether it's, taking care of the dog, or taking your plates when you're in a cafe, taking it to the kitchen thing, or whether it's showing that what we've written in our posts on social media have got errors in them. No one is foolproof. I know I certainly am not. I make errors all the time, and it's a way of us growing. And when someone reaches out to us to say, oh, by the way, don't think you need the apostrophe there, Dawn. You're an author, you're a writer, you really need to get this sorted. And I also do quite a bit of editing. So if I can't get my apostrophes in the right places, don't take ourselves too seriously. And I always like to believe that people are coming from a good place, rather than being aggressive or directing. But again, it might be that this woman was traumatized by an English teacher. Maybe she has dyslexia. There are so many reasons why this woman behaved in the way she did. And it's a shame, because the work that she does in the world is incredible. She has such a beautiful vision, and she's doing such great work for other people and helping so many people. And I really do wish her the very best. It's just a shame that the LinkedIn message that I sent first didn't go through, and that she didn't listen to the second voice note, because if she had have done, she would have known that I sent that screenshot and those suggestions for correcting some of her spellings on her LinkedIn profile, with a generous heart and the love from one woman to another in business, wanting her to be the very best and presenting herself in the very best way. I have people telling me, Dawn, get your roots done. Dawn, you need to show up more. You need to swear less. And maybe I do. I'm just being the very best version of myself at all moments, and wanting other people to be that. I mean, I'm in a very beautiful location. There are lots of midges here and sandflies and mosquitoes. So yeah, I'm here and I'm like scratching, and it's like, ah. And that might not be professional for some people that are sat in their home in a recording studio with all the microphones and all the filters and all of the things. But I'm outside in Costa Rica on the edge of the mangroves that are just there. And I have locals going by on their motorbikes, which you can probably just hear. And, I just saw a family go by, 5 people on the motorbike, mom's on the back, baby in each arm, toddler in the middle, dad at the front. It's like I'm in Egypt all over again. But this is like my life. And it works for some, and it doesn't work for others. Some people are inspired by it. Some people think it's so unprofessional. But we're all doing our very best. And if we can help somebody, or if someone reaches out to help you or show you an insight, be grateful. It's a gift. And we can either throw it on the floor and smash it like a 2-year-old in a 2-year-old tantrum, or we can be really offended by it, or we can say thank you so much. Because I have learned that on all of my travels, having lived and worked in over 39 countries around the world, over 5 continents, that 99.9% of people in the world are genuinely great people, and they will do anything to help you. Some people have got opinions that really need a bit more research, but genuinely people want to help. So just wanted to share that insight with you all. I think this is day 5 or day 6 of the video challenge. I'm doing all right. Normally, you know, I mean, I've made TV shows, I've been in documentaries. I'm not adverse to being on a screen, but you know, my boys are at a certain age where their privacy is more important to me than a lot of things. And you know, I don't know. It's a very beautiful bird up there. Sorry, butterfly moment. But yes, I'm doing all right with this video challenge, I reckon. I might have had my phone up the wrong way the other day when I was recording. Hey ho. It is what it is. Don't take yourself too seriously, people. Life's too complicated sometimes to just pura vida, as we say here in Costa Rica. So that's it for today. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Be grateful, be gracious, and know that you are loved and that the world is an incredible, amazing place. And I'm going to go and spray myself with more 100% DEET. I might be organic and vegan and natural, but when it comes to mosquitoes and sandflies, I want 100% DEET. Anyway, much love. Ciao, ciao.